Canyon and all that stuff.
Yo.
What's up? Road tripping.
Road tripping, Reno, here we go.
Road tripping.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. It's like I'm trying to smoke a blunt and my spliff ain't ripping. Yeah, good weed, cigarillos in the night sky. Reminiscing about the struggles in my lifetime. I can't change, but if I could, then I think that I would. Lost a lot, so I don't take for granted the things that are good. But what seems good ain't always what it resembles. I trust nobody, but I know that trust is essential. So when I meet a good girl with a ton of credentials, I don't know if I love her or I just love her potential. I don't know if it's because I'm depressed and I'm damaged.
From the gate to get you on your way to Burbank, we will need everybody
have to listen.
Once you are seated, please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened.
Got my seatbelt on. 1 hour?
Make sure you wear your seatbelts, kids.
Seatbelts. Do you have your seatbelt on?
Not yet. You're behind. I'm looking for some.
Welcome aboard. We'll be underway as soon as we get the baggage transferred.
I don't ever get the advantage. I be living disturbed and my vision is blurred. So all my focus on the present keeps getting deferred. An appetite for destruction and then a reserve code. I lick the plate clean, then I sit on the verge of disaster. Cause if I make it, I know I did it for a reason, not just for paper and shows. It's like I'm trying to smoke a blunt and my spliff ain't ripping. If life is easy, then this ain't living. These rappers talking about the dough and the cars they got, and I'm tired of not knowing what they talking about. I wanna know what it's like to have a fancy car. If you ain't rich, they don't care who you are.
Please go out and enjoy the rest of your day. Come back and see us again real soon. Welcome to Reno.
They call me Mr. Poor Shit. I'm in love with misfortune and focus on what you lose, and you're sure to be missing more of it. I try to stay driven, I don't need a garage, and you know that I am. You can see that I are, not trying to impress, but I hope that you see me as a star, because I'm something even stars try to see from afar. I'm not being bizarre, cause I'm honestly sure if love was waiting with my heart, I would fall through the floor. My mama raised me right, though I didn't.
We in the party bus. Rando, Austin, whoop whoop. The black leather. I'm gonna saddle up in the back of this biatch, and we're gonna go hit the Peppermill and win some dough. Atlantis.
Yeah, Atlantis is forgettable.
Absolutely forgettable. It's definitely not the bank of Peppermill.
It's not unforgettable. So the Atlantis would be considered like the knit corporate management of poker.
That's why we're not going there. We're going to the loose drunk bank of Peppermill.
Yes.
Speaking of which, we have arrived to the bank.
Nobody got me here, I had to pay for the mileage. But to those who helped me get up the side of the road, believe me when I say you're worth more than diamonds and gold. And yeah, I miss you, mama, hope I'm making you proud. Are you here with me? Write my name in the clouds. Sometimes I wonder if the fame ain't worth it. It's like I'm trying to smoke a blunt and my flame ain't working. It's like I'm trying to smoke a blunt and my spliff ain't ripping. If life is easy, then this ain't living. These rappers talking about the dough and the cars they got, and I'm tired of not knowing what they talking about. I wanna know what it's like to have a fancy car. If you ain't rich, they don't care who you are. And that's just how it is, man. I don't make rules. You gotta play the game before the game play. Yo, ooh, an ordinary cat running the streets since I was younger. Yo, pops kicked me out, my mom's died a long time ago. Learned to take care of myself, became an evil fool. Robbing people who had dough cause I needed loot. And
Mission 1, get a comp suite. We are in VIP services, and we are mid-comp suite. I think we pulled it off. How you feeling about this session? Out of 1 to 10, where are you at right now?
From a scale of 1 to America, how free do I feel? God bless America.
Amen.
It doesn't even make any sense, but I don't really care.
It makes all the sense in the world. It's about that time.
It is.
Is this you?
That is me.
I don't have my glasses on, so. All right.
Brianna.
Brianna, thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. I hope you guys have fun.
This is
Thank you,
Austin,
Rihanna.
Ryan.
Austin, nice to meet you. And what was it?
Ryan.
Ryan. Perfect.
Nice to meet you.
Have fun.
Thank you. Winning.
Number
The
one.
suite? We got the suite. Successful. Mission 1 complete. Check out the bathroom. Double little toilet room there. Jacuzzi. If you want to watch TV while you're jacuzziing, you're good. Little toilet room. Look at the shower. Double head. Getting double head in the shower. Look at that. It's a whole room.
Kate Upton just divorced Justin Verlander, and she's here to keep us happy.
We're happy. It's time to do what we do best.
Take care of business.
Taking care of business every day.
Definitely some, like 15-second snippets off of that are like totally would fit within what you do with music.
Waiting for the prime rib.
I seen the news and I learned firsthand the harm that greed can do. So I can say I'm a change, but it ain't easy to. I lived a hard life, struggle and strife. I've been locked up for more than just a couple of nights. I'm like, heaven please, I'm begging you from bending knees. Let me free of the pain, God, just let me breathe. Let me in and I swear to you I'll never leave. I'm spilling sour milk to get the cheddar cheese. Think they should have mixed my moms with a better breed. Cause I've been lost more times than a set of keys. Like I'm trying to smoke a blunt and my spliff ain't ripping. If life is easy, then this ain't living. These rappers talking about the dough and the cars they got, and I'm tired of not knowing what they talking about. I wanna know what it's like to have a fancy car. If you ain't rich, they don't care who you are, and that's just how it is, man. I don't make rules. You gotta play the game before the game play you. Ooh.
Alright, so in the sand I peel pocket 7s. There is a raise in early position to 10. And obviously we're set mining here. I call the 10. We go 5 ways to the flop. The flop was King 10 9. There was a couple checks. Original raiser makes a continuation bet of 25, and I fold. Next thing I'm going to show is King 3 of Hearts. I am on the small blind, an early position raised to 10. There are 2 callers other than myself. King 3 of Hearts on the small blind for $9 more is definitely in my defending range, and big blind folds. We go to a flop 4 ways. Flop comes King 6 Deuce. There is 1 heart and 2 clubs. The guy makes a continuation bet for 15. Everybody folds. I think it's too early to make a fold here. I'd be folding too often if I was to muck the hand. And there is some backdoor possibilities with top pair and a crappy kicker. So I'm going to peel. See 1 more card. I make the call. We go heads up to the turn. Turn is Jack of Clubs. So that completes a club flush draw. He checks. I check behind. I just have showdown value more or less at this point. River comes a brick. He checks again. I check. He rolls over ace queen. Says I have nothing. And I show him the king. So we take the pot down. Alright, here's the last decent hand of this session. This was a pretty short, maybe 4 or 5 hour session, so nothing too big happened, and we needed to pack up and go to a private party. I woke up on the button with ace-king off. This was the last hand before I cashed out. There were 2 limpers ahead of me. I raised to 15. Small blind calls, big blind calls, and the other 2 limpers call. 5 ways to the flop. Flop comes King 9-8 rainbow. We hit top pair and we're on the button. So, perfecto. Small blind checks, big blind checks, checks through. I make a continuation bet of 45.
45.
The small blind folds.
All in.
The big blind decides to jam it all in. He has me covered by a little bit. It looks like he's got about 175. Everybody else folds back up to me. He check raises me, so I'm not... This is kind of suspicious to me. If he had any kind of value hand, I would imagine he wouldn't put the check raise in right now. Yeah, there's some straight possibilities that you might want to protect your hand. Really screams some kind of draw to me. So I decided to make the call. If he's got a set or like 2 pair 8-9 suited, he's gonna have to just prove it to me. I call.
Wait.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't see her hand. The funny thing is, I didn't realize that actually there was a woman still in. I looked towards the end of the table. I saw the dealer collecting cards, so everybody was folding. So I looked down at the end of the table. There was no cards, so I say, I guess I call. And the dealer says, whoa, and I look over, and the woman looks at me, and she lifts up her hand. She had one hand on the table flat, and apparently she had her cards underneath it. So I might have hurt myself on that. Maybe I saved myself. I don't know. Sorry. Shit. She finally ends up folding. The guy asked me.
You still call?
Yeah, I still call.
I need help. That's not it. That's not it either.
Do you still call? In a funny way, hoping I was folding, so I already feel great. I said, yep, and rolled my hand over. Jack of diamonds, ace of spades, did not bring him help. He rolls over a suited 10 jack. All right, end of the first night here. I am out on the balcony having a little break.
Hey, housekeeping.
Let me see those earrings. You got earrings?
How long have you been dating? 9 years.
What are you doing?
Coming up on 9
You got earrings. Look at those.
Texas.
This is baby. We just met her outside.
Football and old Phil.
What are you doing?
We'll cut you in Vegas.
I just put in a first session, and it was really loose, a little too loose. Got sucked out on a few times. No good hands, but I definitely doubled up before I took off. Right now we're at a Edge bar out here on the side of the pool, and they have like a karaoke night going on right now. But I had ace king, 5-way pot, and flopped a king. Continuation bet, a few more hands, and we came here. So I am up. Technically, right at the moment, I am 100% even for this whole trip already, so that's good. Now it's a matter of running it up. Let's do this thing. I'll show you guys inside real quick. Cool fires.
Please approach the stage. Hello. He's been here for hours, I've been here for hours. He's actually only come back for...
Live 10 to go. Live 10. Three players.
Good luck, guys. Nice playing with you.
Take it easy.
See you later, King. Go ahead, bud. Hi. Great dealing, bud.
So I'm not giving you that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
3 for you.
Is there 3 for me?
Yep.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
You have a wonderful...
Well, I just grinded for like maybe 8 hours until 7 a.m. I slept maybe 3 hours. Everybody still crashed out. My stomach was rumbling. So I came down real quick to Mao at the bar, and it is delicious. I needed it. And I'm thinking, let's just get back into it. Alright, I just finished my breakfast. I was about to go hit a cash game, but I went upstairs to check up on the tournament schedule, and it turns out there is a partners event. That sounds like a great time. So I'm gonna go upstairs and jump on these guys. They've been sleeping way too long, and I'm putting a stop to it right now. Plus, I need a partner for this event, so let's go wake these bastards up. 2 hours later.
Okay, so I only have a few minutes here. I'm gonna try to get caught up because I've been kind of slacking, to be truthful. There's a lot of great things going on here right now, and I've been just in the moment more than filming it. I've had the camera at the table for a little bit here and there, and my sessions have just been way too long. That's the thing. It is 1:32. I'm going into a satellite at 2 o'clock, so I only have a few minutes to talk to you guys, but I want to try to get caught up and get some things going on. Today is Friday, I believe. We've been grinding. I've put in, what, 12, 8. So I got about 23 hours at the table in the 2 days we've been here. So the sessions have been crazy. I typically run really good here, and I'm only up maybe 600 right now, and I've run into a couple really gross situations, and the beginning of my session always starts down. I had tripped queens, I ran into a flush for a $700 pot. So a couple of my sessions start out down, and I spent the majority just grinding and getting up. I put about probably like 12 hours at the table yesterday. I feel like my whole day was at the table yesterday. Battled all night long, ended up getting back up. I cashed out at, it was 4:45-ish. 5 o'clock maybe, at $1,103. My plan was to film more of Friday and Saturday. There's going to be more action, more interesting stuff going on, so that's my plan. So I've just been grinding the cash games. The main day 1 is today, so I'm going to try to satellite into it. The main buy-in I think is 600. It's a great tournament. Run it up. Main event. So there's a satellite at 2 o'clock for 120 bucks. So I'm gonna go hit that. Maybe I'll record that, because I'm gonna run like God, and I might as well show me winning the satellite into the main, and then we can film the main, and that would be just a great series. I know I do mostly cash games, but hey, this could be fun too. So let's go try to convert some dollars.
Yeah.